Let me just open my live sub count. Okay. So I realized yesterday, I thought I had 300 subs to do, but instead, I actually have 400 to do. So yesterday we did 16 solves. Trying to remember this OLO. There we go. Oh, PLO skip. 14.37. And also, if you guys subscribe, make sure that after the stream, even just watching 30, like if you subscribe, and if a bunch of people subscribe at the same time, YouTube might think that all those people are bots and remove them. That happened yesterday. So even just watching 30 seconds of a video after can help with that. Gage Display says YouTube thought so many people were bots. Yeah, it thought 52 people were bots. But maybe if we get near that today, then it will still count it. And maybe, oh, that's a sub 9. Whoever liked the stream, thank you. Maybe we can beat our best single that we got yesterday. It's not our PB single, but like the best stream single. I think it was 8.81. PLO skip plus 2. 14.19. $12.08. And any subs that I get today, I'm not going to be counting out for our sub or 12 count, because that would just be a bunch more solves. Gatesplay says I was the one that liked the stream. Thank you. Maybe we can get more likes on today's stream than we did on yesterday's stream. $12.39. $12.61. $10.46. And I made this little sign. It says, I don't hand out moderator status to anyone. Please, don't even ask. Sorry. So I'm going to put that right there. 10.26. Maybe this can be a sub 11 average. Gage Place says there was that many people asking. Yeah, there was a lot of people. And I just messed up my X cross. I see we have a new viewer. So on a stream from yesterday, every sub added 50 solves. And I'm just finishing those solves today. $12.65. I have done 129 solves of the 400 that I have to do. That was close to being sub 10, 10.13. Okay. Weird X cross, but works. Or just like the stream, thanks. 11.93. $13.82. $12.94. Ashton says, what does that paper say? Can you lift it up a tiny bit? It says, I don't hand out moderator status to just anyone. Please don't even ask. Sorry. Because on yesterday's stream, there were a bunch of people asking for moderator. It just wouldn't stop. I'm going to see how high up I can move this. Okay, I can move it a good bit up. And then put this there. I don't know if anyone can really read it though. But let's get back to solving. I look at it, it's pretty bad on this solve. It's a 1436. Pretty bad. For the new viewers, I'm just doing the solves that I still have to do from yesterday's stream. So no subs from today's stream will count. But if you still want to subscribe, you can. Usually says, you like the cubicle more than SpeedCube shot, but you have a SpeedCube shot mat, LOL. Yeah, I just like the way this mat looks more. But I order from the Cubicle more. I do have the, it's discontinued now, but it's a big mat. It's in my birthday unboxing. And it's just a black mat with the Cubicle logo. But I didn't think that looked as good. And I like this one more. That could have been sub 10, 10.009. That was a weird cross, because I had to preserve repair, but it was still a good solve. To the viewer who just tuned in, if you weren't here earlier, I'm just doing all the solves that I have to do from yesterday's stream. So no solves, or no subs today are going to count for solves. Because I have to do 400 solves. 1337. And I've only done 141. $10.82. Messed up my cross there. $14.68. $10.00. Whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. But I'm just doing my solves from yesterday's stream. But still, subscribing helps out a lot. Gatesway says, rule number 1, no asking for moderator. Yeah, I'm not just going to hand out moderator to any random people. And 2, no spamming. Yeah, please don't spam the chat. $15.26 plus 2, so that's a 17. Almost messed up the scramble there. To all the new viewers, I'm just doing my solves from yesterday's stream. 400 solves. $14.37. That's pretty bad. And so far, we've only done 146 solves. Unfortunately, guys, we just did lose a subscriber. It's okay, though. Gage Switch says, if you spam, I will time you out. Spam one time. It's just some rules for the chat. And I think somebody's subbing and then unsubbing. $10.54. Whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a like. QB says someone unsubbed and then I subbed. Thanks a lot, QBs. But sometimes if I get some subs, YouTube will think they're bots and then take their subscription away, even if they're real people. So even just liking the stream or like you did saying something in the chat makes YouTube realize that you're a real person. I think I twisted a corner on this scramble. $10.41. Pretty good. Missed my H perm there. That probably could have been sub 10. 12.97. $10.13. That's a 10.45 average of 5. If we get faster than a 10.54, we can improve our average of 5. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen on this side. Oh, but it just did. That's our best time on stream. Really easy OLO with a PLO skip. Now we have a 10.32 average of 5. So our new best time on stream is an 8.63. I think I got that exact time yesterday, but I plus 2'd it. Guys, maybe we can hit 830 subs on this stream. Messed up there. Oh, didn't even complete my cross. That's a pretty terrible solve. 1885. The new viewer, I'm just doing my solves that I have to do from yesterday's stream. And we're going to try to hit 830 subs on this stream. So, yeah. Peppermint says, hi, I'm back, but I can't stay for long. Hey, Peppermint. And Zypher says, I just subbed, gang. Thanks a lot. I just saw an update. And whoever liked the stream, thanks. Now we're only one away from 830. And I still have a lot more solves to do. I've only done 156 out of the 400 I need to do. $14.85. Peppermint says it's 11 p.m. where he lives. Whoa, that's pretty late. Where I am, it's 4:05 p.m. If I knew the AUF, that could have been better. 8.85, that could have been our stream best. We did just get our stream best of 8.63. Zypher says it's 7 a.m. for me. Whoa. You're on another day, I think. Zypher, is it the 24th or 25th of June for you? Because where I am, it's the 24th. Oh, another sub 10, 9.38. Maybe we can get a sub 10 average of 5 on stream. $13.01. Zypher says AU. I think that means Australia. I've never had a view on a live stream before from Australia. Messed up that cross. $12.89. Okay, we need to get better than a 13.01 to improve our average. An 11.30. That's an 11.19 average of 5. So pretty good average 5. $13.06. $12.56. $11.32. Messed up there. $14.04. I think that's good. I don't think that's +2. $11.11. That's a pretty cool time. 13.44. Also, I think like 2 days ago, I posted a new video. So after the stream, if you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely check it out. Twisted corners. 15.45. To the new viewer, I'm just doing all the solves I have to do from yesterday's stream. So no subs today will count. But wait, let's see if I know this ZBLO. Oh man. Oh. Well, I did like a ZBLO for that case. A case that was kind of like that. But it didn't work, and then I just got a sin and it gave me a PLO skip. So kind of worked. H says nobody's commenting. Yeah, without anyone commenting, I don't have anything to say. But probably later in the stream there will be some people commenting. $10.79. $11.61. Okay, guys, I have to do something really quick. Oh, whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. Now we're at 830 subs. But Amazon, turn on Do Not Disturb.
Do Not Disturb is already turned off.
Oh, I guess my Do Not Disturb is already turned on. Okay. $10.91. To all the new viewers, I'm just doing all the solves I have to do from yesterday's stream. And we just recently hit 830 subs right now. Maybe we can hit 840. $14.11. Peppermix says, "Can you show your scrambles and times on the next stream? You can do this on OBS." I actually do have OBS, and I was planning on using my microphone that I use in my videos on today's live stream. But then I had to sign in, and I decided to do the live stream and stuff. So yeah, if that stuff is free, like showing your scrambles and stuff and times, PLO skip, then I'll do it. Whoever liked the stream, thanks a lot. And to all the new viewers, I'm just doing all the solves I have to do from yesterday's stream. Whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. 1364. Gateway says, remember, if you like subscribe and then don't really interact with anything, like liking the stream or commenting, or even just watching 30 seconds of a video after the stream, YouTube might think you're a bot and then remove you. That actually did happen yesterday. I had 877 subscribers, and then I went back down to 825. This is a corner twist. Oh, just twisted another corner. 1702. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a like. Maybe we can get more likes than we got on yesterday's stream, 56. I messed up that OLO. $18.29. CJ says, watch this sub. Okay, I will. CJ says, you're welcome. That does take a little time to update. But once it does, then we can see. Oh yeah, it did just update. Thanks a lot. And I think we just got another like on the stream, or we've already had 4 likes. But if we did just get another like, thanks you liked the stream. Whoever liked it. Messed up my cross really badly. $16.77. Right now, I have a 15.81 average 5, which is pretty bad. CJ says I can solve it in 33 seconds. It's pretty good. Gageplay says that is fast, CJ. Yeah, 33 seconds is pretty good. Messed up that solve again. Every solve in this average besides 113 is above 15 seconds. And anything above 13.5 really is bad for me. And the 13 is a 13.64. So this average is pretty bad. Hopefully we can get some better solves. That's better. 11.27. Sorry. Thanks whoever just liked the stream. Yeah. $13.41. Ace was asking, am I good? Yeah, I just choked on my spit. $12.22 plus 2, so 14.22. CJ says we do CFOP. I do F2O, then beginner's method for last layer. Trying to learn OLO and PLO. Yeah, learning OLO and PLO will definitely make you faster. Gateway says, I sound like I'm dying from all my coughing. For new viewers, I'm just doing all my solves that I have to do from yesterday's stream. Aaron asks, do I do 5x5? Sometimes. I don't practice it a lot. That's a pretty terrible solve, 18. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a like. $13.96. CJ says I can do 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, and pyramids. Oh, that's a lot. I do all the WCA puzzles, but I practice more. I practice some more than others. I probably practice 3x3 or pyramids the most. Pyramids is my main event. Aaron says I can do 21 by 21 in 21 hours. So that's a 1 by 1 every hour. I'm just getting a lot of bad solves. But every solve counts. We've done 188 solves. I want to do like 150 solves on this stream. I don't remember how many we started with. It was like 110, but I'll just round up to 115. That's better, 11.96. So that way I do more than 100 solves. But I'll probably do like 150. There will definitely have to be a part 3 to this. And I messed up my cross again. I've been doing that on a lot of these solves. Whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. And to the 2 people who like the stream, thanks a lot. Almost messed up my G perm there. That's a really terrible solve, 1853. Gatesplay says, I can do 2x2, 3x3, clock, and pyramids. Nice. And Boba Cubes says, I'm subbed. Thanks a lot, Boba Cubes. I tried to go really fast on the F perm to get sub 10. I didn't even get sub 10 though. And that's a DNF. Gaming Toilet and 59 Brett says, Andy, what's up? Greetings from Wyoming. Sorry I missed yesterday's stream. Can you do 1 pyramid solve for me? Yeah, I can do 1 pyramid solve. I really need to do 3x3 solves for that though. CJ says, isn't there supposed to be 41,600 solves if there's 50 per sub? Well, on yesterday's stream, I put a limit. And so, after 8 subscribers, I set a limit. Because I did not want to have to do a bunch of solves. I don't know this. Well, I might know this L4E. That was very bad for the L4E 9.13. But let's get back to 3x3. And I noticed that we have 7 likes on the stream now, so thanks to whoever liked the stream. 12.36. Gaming Toilet says, Andy, why did Cupid the Wild delete his channel? His videos were actually okay. Yeah, I know. I don't know why he deleted his channel. And we got another like on the stream, so thanks whoever liked the stream. 11.43. White09 says hi. You were on yesterday's stream, I think. So, what's up? Gateswitch says hello to White09. White09 says, yeah, I was on yesterday's stream. And Bubba Cube says, oh my god. Cool. CJ says, why do you have such little viewers with so many subs? Join subs if you're actually supporting him. The reason is because I used to do a lot of shorts, and so I would get a lot of subs from those, but they weren't real fans of the channel, really. So someone might comment, and I never see them again. So, but I've been doing a lot more long-form videos now, and live streams. So, that's getting me some returning fans. Facebook says, yeah, they should LOL. Foo says, what cube is that? It's the Waylong WRM V10 Green Internals Special Edition. Boba Cube says, I'm your subscriber number 833. That's nice. CJ says, for real, sounds like a GAN. Yeah, it does feel like a GAN, too. I don't like, I didn't even look at my time. That's a sub 10. I don't really like GAN cubes, though. We just got 2 more subscribers. Thanks a lot to whoever just subscribed. Maybe we can get to 840 subs. And then hopefully I don't lose them all like what happened yesterday. Snap. Oh snap. KHAWAJSA says, I just subbed, it was me. Thanks a lot. And Fu says, I also subbed. Thanks. CJ asks, how much does the cube cost? I think it was $42, somewhere around there. And we just got another like on the stream, so thanks whoever liked it. Now we're only 1 like away from 10 likes. So Justin says, what's up, people? You were on yesterday's stream, I think, and now we have 10 likes. KHAWAJSA says, this is a great stream. What is your favorite cube? My favorite cube overall is probably in my collection. I'll do that. I'll show you all after I finish this off. $13.69. My favorite cube in my collection is this cube. It's my autograph cube. It has a lot of signatures on it, like Max Park, Dylan Miller, Luke Garrett, Luke Greiser, Dominic Redisi, Ben Barron, Matty Hiroto Inaba, and I don't know how to say it, but it's the Russian guy. His name is Alexei. So this is probably my favorite cube in my whole collection. And now I have a lot of chat messages to read. CJ says he has the GAN 356M that costs $27. I have one of those cubes. And the person whose username starts with an IMA says, what is, or PB? My PB is 7.06 for 3x3. And that also answers Foo's question. And Soy Justin says, I have a Chi Warrior 5. I wished a GAN cube. Yeah, GAN cubes I think are a lot better than Chi, even though I don't really like GAN cubes. IMA says, I have a GAN 14 Pro. It costs $80. That's really expensive. And whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. CJ says, Max Park signature is so cool. Yeah, I think it is. And August says, I love GAN 14 Pro. I don't have a GAN 14 Pro. I don't have any of the numbered GAN cubes. And whoever just liked the stream, thanks a lot. And we just did got another subscriber. Whoever that was, thanks a lot. 13.69. Oh, I entered 1.36. But that was the same time we got on our last solve. And somebody just liked the stream. So, thanks a lot. And let's see if it ended in all the same numbers. So, 13.694. 13.694. I've been waiting for that to happen a long time. So, it finally happened. Let's see. Gazer says, YouTube kicked me out. I'm back, though. That's good. Free says, I have the Moyu RCM 2020. That's good. That's a good cube. And we just got another sub. Thank you. IMA says, you're the GOAT, bro. Thanks a lot. Soy Justin says, let's get to 1,000 subs. Yeah, that's my goal for the end of the year. The person whose username starts with an S says, I'm the pig. Cool. Gatesley says he's the GOAT. Thanks a lot. Soy says, I don't know why I love cube timers so much. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. IMA says, yeah. CJ says, LOL moderator status sign in the back. Yeah. If people just ask for moderator, I'm not going to give it to them. Like, that happened on yesterday's stream. So I just made a sign for today. And we're getting so many chat messages that it's going to take a long time to do these solves. But it's okay. August says, bro, I only know beginner PLO. Am I cooked? Well, I think beginner PLO is good. Well, good enough. I don't think you're cooked, though. You could definitely learn some more stuff, though, to get faster. Boba asks, what's my PB? 7.06 is my PB single. Gatesby says, CJ, yeah, LOL. And IMA says, I have a GAN 14 Pro, but I do 27-second solves. 27 is still really good. SWE says, bro, had to solve 150 extra times now. Yeah, well, on yesterday's stream, I started with 822 subs, and I put a limit at 830 subs, so I didn't have to do a bunch of solves. So I have to do 400 solves, and this solve is actually my 200th solve.
From Christy. Nick, are you doing things on your Google account? I'm asking because I got an email and just went to make sure it's you.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna silence my Amazon. Fu asks, can I solve any other puzzles? I can solve a lot of the common non-WCA puzzles. And all the WCA puzzles. $10.45. August says my PB is 22. That's really good. IMA says August, good game, bro. SW says my PB is 5 days. That's a really long PB. Fu says my PB is 15.25. That's good. Boba says, can you do a 2x2 solve for me, please? Yeah, I'll have to go grab it, though. CJ says, okay, I gotta go. Nice meeting you. Bye, CJ. And IMA asks, can you do a 4x4 solve, please? Yeah, I'll have to do a 2x2 and a 4x4 solve now. Gispa says, bro, chat is moving so fast. Yeah, I'm trying to read all the chat messages. I'm not even at the bottom yet. Bubba says my PB is 12.88. That's a really good time. August says, good game, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to go grab my 2x2 and 4x4. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here's my 2x2 and my 4x4. Soy says, I do intermediate CFOP. CJ says, you don't need to read all, it's okay. Well, I just like to read my chat messages, because then the stream's not completely silent. Soy says, I'm trying to learn advanced. Yeah, learning advanced method will definitely make you a lot faster. Whoa, that's a sub 2, 1.95. Normally average about 3 seconds flat. SWE says, eat my cube. This isn't edible. IMA says, what's your 4x4 PB? It's like a 54, I think. And CJ says, bro, why? Yeah, I don't know why anyone would eat a Rubik's Cube. Well, this 4x4 solve is probably going to take a minute, and whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. IMA says, good game, bro. And CJ says, okay, I'm leaving. See you later. Soy says, maybe I eat Rubik's Cube cakes. I've never had a Rubik's Cube cake. Sounds yummy, though. Gatesplay says, the laughing with the letters. And Gatesplay says, CJ, don't leave. This is a pretty good scramble. That's sub 10 centers. This could be a really good solve. Okay, we just finished edge pairing. Now it's time for 3x3 stage. Oh, low parity. I thought this solve could be sub 50, but because of the parity, 5605. That's still good though. And there's a lot of chat messages coming in. So, IMA says, how much cubes do you have? Not Olympic WCA. For non-WCA events, I probably have like around 40 or no, probably like 60 something. And then, oh, he says only Olympic WCA. So probably around like 80. So it says, imagine solving a 1000 by 1000 skull emoji. Yeah, that would really take a long time. Probably take more than the combined time of doing all these solves. FU says, what puzzle do you like to solve? I like to solve pyramids the most. It's my main event. Guys, we're only 2 subs away from 840 subs. $10.64. So Justin says, I would literally die when I solved the 1000 by 1000. IMA says, at what age did you start cubing? I started cubing, let me think. I think I was 10. SWE says, wrong, just travel in time when you're solving the 1000 by 1000. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Just time travel to when you've solved the cube. FU says, bro, I just got a $69 10x10 for $10. Did you get like a $10 mystery puzzle or something? Because if you did, that's insane value. ROHIT says, where are you from? I'm from the United States. And whoever just subscribed, thanks a lot. And someone liked the stream. Whoever those people are, thank you. Boba says 1.59, my 2x2 PB is 2.50. That's still good. That's faster than my average. That's an 8.78. That's one of the best solves that I've gotten on this series of streaming. Blue says someone was selling his extra 10x10. Well, that's a really good value. We just got a sub back that we lost. Well, there are a lot of chat messages coming in. IMA says I started at 13. Soy says and Arnold's Rubik's. As well. And Gateway says cool. And August says, I'll be watching my first Worlds this year. Any advice? If you've been competing, because I don't think you need any advice for watching. Competing, just remember that if you get a bad time, you can always just get it. You can always just get a good time at your next competition. 12.50. Soy says I started keeping at 11. ROHIT says I am from Earth. Me too. Who says I started at 12. Y something says, hey, can you teach me how to solve a cube fast? Because I can solve one, I just can't do it fast. My second most viewed video on my channel has some tips. So you can go watch that. Its place says I started and I still am 11. So you haven't been cubing for long. Some pretty bad lockups on this solve. 1377. The person's username who starts with a Y says, okay, thanks so much. You're welcome. 11.15. Fu says, who taught you how to solve the Rubik's Cube? Some random YouTube tutorial. IMA says, bro, you deserve more subscribers. Thanks a lot. ROHIT says, we want to see your face. I don't show my face on this channel. The person's username we start to the Y says, oh, by the way, what cube do you use? I use the Weilong V10 Special Edition with green internals, and I set it up with some slower loops, so that way it's more controllable. .74. And Soy Justin says, hey, keeping with Andy, can buy me GAN. I don't think I can buy you GAN. Sorry. IMA says, I started cubing 2 months ago and I do 30-second solves. Is it good? I think that's really good for 2 months. After 2 months of cubing, or me cubing, I was averaging like, I don't remember what I was averaging, but it was definitely slower than 30 seconds, because I used the Rubik's Band for a really long time. Snap. 1406 plus 2. And the person's username who starts with Y asks, do you have mirror cubes? Yeah, I do have mirror cubes. And Soy says, yeah, I'm something. I started 2 weeks ago. Now I do sub 50 in 40 seconds. Who says, what method do you use? I use CFOP with full PLO and almost full OLO. Soy says, +2 penalty. Yeah, I added the +2. And here are my mirror cubes. IMA asks, do you use intuitive F2O? I use like, I don't really know the definition of intuitive F2O, but I kind of just, I use some algs for F2O cases, and I've kind of just like made up my own cases after doing a bunch of solves. Soy says, solving a 1x1 and a 0x0 is hard. Yeah, I've tried one time, it was really hard. Pro Gamer says, hi bro. What's up, Pro Gamer? Pro Gamer, isn't it like really late in Italy or something? Isn't it like 10 o'clock? Boba Cube says he started keeping at 8, but he's 10 now. .40. Boba asks, what's my PB? 7.06, 50x3. Pro Gamer says it's 23:44 right now. I don't use military time, but I know that's 11:44. Fu asks, what's my most expensive Rubik's Cube? I think it's my Go Cube. It's a Bluetooth cube. It's like $100. $13.10. ROHIT, I don't really know what your comment means. Pro Gamer says, ahaha, the moderator thing. Yeah. Boba Cube says, Soy Justin, my PV is 12.88. That's good. Gatefoot says, hello Pro Gamer, I remember you from yesterday. IMA says, it's when you do not learn F2L algorithms, you just do it with the feeling. I guess I'm in the middle of that. I use some F2L algorithms, but I probably use more intuitive F2L. Soy asks, do you wish to compete in WCA? I've already competed in a WCA competition, but if I hadn't, I really would want to. $10.81. Fu says, I got the Xmars cube. Whoa, isn't that like a really expensive cube? Boba says, I never go to WCA. Oh man. Person whose username starts with a Y says, I'm pretty sure I use the same cube as you. Oh, that's pretty cool. And Soy says, no even when you have PB 3 seconds at Boba Cubes 2 and 5. Okay, people, let's do these solves. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a like. $12.20. We have done 213 solves. Boba says, now in my country is no WCA. Where are you from, Boba? I can't really think of a lot of countries that don't have WCA. Soy says, we're waiting for another sub. Yeah, we are. The person whose username starts with a Y says, some people just went live right now. And then Fu says the X-Minus Cube is like $100 at Speed Cube Shop. Wow, that's kind of expensive. Well, actually, I don't know what it does, so I don't know if it's expensive. Soy asks, I think to Boba, what country are you in? And Boba says, I'm in Ukraine. Well, I don't think I've ever had a viewer on... Oh, wait, no, actually, I did have a viewer yesterday from... Ukraine on my live stream. Uh-oh. That's a DNF. Gaspy says, hi, because mine quit on me. I thought the stream was over, so I was testing if it was. No, it's not over yet. The person's username starts with the Y says, y'all come back, my profile will be a Rubik's Cube. Rubik's Cubes are really cool. IMA says, I ordered a game 356. I carry 3 to learn more algorithms and more fun. Is it good? I don't have any Game Smart Cubes. I barely have any Game Cubes. But I've heard some good stuff about it. $11.45. SY something says, hey, what's up? And Boba asks, Soy Justin, what's his PB? And then the person's username starts with a Y says, mine is solved. I solved it like yesterday. I think you mean your cube. Good job on solving your cube. The person's username starts with an SYL asks, could we see the times you're getting and what's up? Yeah, I'll show the times when I'm done on my timer. And not much is up right now. I'm just doing all the solves I have to do from yesterday's stream. $14.62. IMA says, it's a Bluetooth cube to battle with other people in the world. Yeah, you can do that with the Go Cube too, but I think the game one is cheaper. The person's username starts with an SLY, says, how much left? I've done 216 solves out of 400, so, like, 200 left. It just says he'll be right back. Okay. $10.25. Fu asks, do you have a Scar 1? Yeah, I do have a Scar 1. I have 2, actually. But one of them is really bad. Okay, guys, so I've done just a little over 100 solves. Probably gonna do some more. IMA says, have a great day, I gotta go. See you later. SLY says, what do you average? 11 seconds? Yeah, I average like 11, 12 seconds. Boba says, I'm from Ukraine. That's really cool. And ROHIT says, have you participated in a world record game? No, I haven't. IMA says, do you live tomorrow? I won't make any promises, but I might. If I do, it'll probably be later in the day, like this time. 11.19. So he says my PB is 40.98. That's really good. And I May and Soy Justin both say bye. See you later. $10.55. Bears Place says he's back. Welcome back. $13.01. So he asks, how much did they give you for 50 subs? I think you mean YouTube. You don't get anything for 50 subs. You don't get anything until to earn money on YouTube, you have to be monetized. And you can check in your YouTube studio. That's a 15. So he says no sub 10s like 1 through 10 seconds. Oh, for sub 50s. Do you mean like how many sub 10s do I get? $11.89. Mr. Cube says, hey, I'm late. What's up, Mr. Cube? I'm just doing all my solids from yesterday's stream. SLY says, how long have you been cubing for? About 2.5 years now. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a like. 16.25. And Soy says something I don't know how to understand. Oh, Bubba says, did you meet Max Park in real life? Yeah, I actually did at a competition. SLY asks, do you do other events? Yeah, I do other events. And we just got 2 more likes on the stream, so thanks to the 2 people who liked it. Oh, and we just got another subscriber, so thank you. And YKAIZZK says, alright, I'm back. Welcome back. And Sweet says, man, I've been keeping for 3 years and you are faster than me. And we just did get another like on the stream. Well, I just solve all day long. I wake up, and we just hit 840 subscribers. Thank you. Mr. Cube says, do you think Cheat Timer is better than GAN Timer, or GAN, your timer is better than Cheat Timer? I don't have a GAN timer, or no, a Cheat Timer. I do have a GAN timer. But I've never tried a Cheat Timer, so I don't know if it's good or not. Oh, 12.55. ROHIT says, what time is it there? I'm from Asia. It's 4:55 here, and we just got another subscriber. Thank you so much. Boba asks, did you meet Max Park in real life? Yeah, I did meet. I met him at a competition. And my user is short for Young Kai. Okay, now I know how to pronounce it. Mr. Cube says the Qi timer is not Bluetooth. Yeah, my timer's not Bluetooth either. I just have a standard timer. $10.77. SLY asks, did you learn any CLOs? I do know like half of CLO on 3x3, and I know full CLO on 2x2. Mr. Cube says, I've seen a game timer which is Bluetooth. The one you want is Bluetooth too. Yeah, the purple timer for the game timers is just standard. It's not Bluetooth. And then the light blue game timer is Bluetooth. GateSpace asks, what method do you recommend to learn after beginner method? Probably 2-look, OLL, and PLO. You should definitely learn that after beginner's method. And then you should probably learn how to do cross and F2L for beginners. $13.80. Mr. Cube says CFOP. Yeah. And SOY says, oh, I guess I should get into learning them if you know half of them. I don't use them a lot. And Young Kai says, have you met Yixing Du, the world's fastest solver with 3.47 seconds? I haven't met him because I've never been to Asia. And he's the former world record holder. Now Xuan Yigong holds the world record single of 3.05 seconds, which is super fast. 10.92. Mr. Cube says, I'm starting by PLL, F2L, and OLL. Do you think it's a good order? Yeah. I would probably, wait. If it's for 2-look, then yeah, I'd probably put F2L at the end. But if it's for, actually, CFOP stuff, then I'd probably put PLL at the beginning. Yeah, that order's good. And SOY says, yeah, but I think it would be useful and I want to learn ZBLOs soon. I don't know a lot of ZBLOs. Young Kai says, oh, okay, and ROHIT says, which religion do you follow? I don't know. Okay, let's do some solves. $11.14. I've done 229 solves now. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to give it a like. And also, maybe we can get to 845 subs. Pro Gamer says, I recommend to start from the beginning, doing solves on every color, so being color neutral will be easy. And we just got 2 likes on the stream, thank you. Yeah, Pro Gamer, I definitely agree with you. I wish I did that at the beginning, but I'm just dual color neutral. I can do solves on other colors, but I'm just better on white and yellow. So I says, what order goes from the end of the year? For cubing, it's probably like sub 4. I'm probably like averaging sub 4 on Pyraminx. And then for YouTube, having 1,000 subscribers. And now we're only 160 subs away. And Mr. Cube says, Gen 16, will it be good? I don't know. $14.34. Bubba Cubes asks, did you meet Felix Zemdegs in real life? No, I haven't really met a lot of cubers from outside of the United States. besides that one Russian guy whose name is Alexei, and then Ben Barron from Israel. And we just got another subscriber. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. $13.29. $12.07. Mr. Cube, your message was retracted. I don't know what it said though. Fu asks, what are your other hobbies? Besides cubing and YouTube, none. I think I spend more time cubing though than making videos for Cubing with Andy. $11.95. Mr. Cube asks, what's COLs? It's an algorithm set for 3x3. It stands for corners of last layer. So I'll just show it on my 4x4. I'm just gonna solve up till last layer, and then solve across. Oops, no. So COLs are for when you have your cross solved on top. Then you use one algorithm to solve all the corners. That gave me a PLO skip. But then it gives you either a PLO skip, a U perm, an H perm, or a Z perm. Pro Gamer says, watching some GAN 16 test solves by Timon and Maddie, we can't say that they were good because maybe it's just like a GAN 15 or GAN 12, or they just picked up good swims on purpose. Mr. Cube asks, so it's like OLL? Yeah, it's kind of like beginner ZBLL. Snap, I was trying to go really fast and get a sub 10, but I DNF. Young Kai says, it's easy to solve a cube, just make the white cross, the edges, and the yellow cross, and the corners. The alg, basically everyone uses this alg. Everyone uses this, righty alg, lefty alg. Okay. Bubba Cube asks, how old are you? I prefer not to answer that. $15.23. I Like Cubing says hi. What's up, I Like Cubing? Pro Gamer asks, do you do cross plus one? I think that means like X crosses. If I can do X crosses, then I will try to. Like if it's in a really easy scramble. But normally I don't. And Bubba Cubes asks, what is the animal on your laptop? My watermark? It's a hippo. And then JEH asks, what's my favorite event? My favorite event is Chair Minks. Snap. Kind of messed up there. I Like Cubing says, what do you think of Megaminx? I think Megaminx is pretty fun. And the cubes that are out there are pretty good for Megaminx too. Like the Yoo-Hoo, it's pretty cheap, and you can still get good times on it. Pro Gamer says cross plus one means inspecting your first time inspection. I don't do that. If it's like a one with cross though, I can see my first pair, or like a tune of cross. And then Mr. Cube shows some hippo emojis, and Bubba Cubes asks, why is there a hippo on your laptop? That's just my watermark, so it's not actually on my laptop. Ali Cubing says, I use the GAN V2. Nice. JH says, Pyramix is cool. I like big cubes, clock, and blind. I don't like unfortunately, no offense, I don't like big cubes, or clock, or blindfolded. I like cubing says, the GAN V2 is very cheap. And Yunkai says, breaking by me cube. I have literally like 4 cubes. My dream cube is 4x4 and a mirror cube. Unfortunately, I can't buy you a cube. That's another solve, 1255. And Mr. Cube says, I don't like Pyraminx. Okay. We just got another subscriber. Thank you to whoever that was. Gateway says, can you tell me the first letter of your last name? This is not weird, trust me. I'm trying to find your WCA profile. I prefer not to, because my WCA profile has my name on it, my full name. So, I prefer not to, sorry. And I like keeping says, you clock. And then Gateway says, I like keeping, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with clock. And Cloud Effect asks, what's my main cube? It's the Waylong WRMB10 Green Internal Special Edition. Messed up my OLO there, and I just did the wrong COLO. It's a pretty terrible solve. Young Kai says we should get me to 100,000 subscribers. He deserves it. Oh, thank you. Mr. Cube says that the paper is because of the guy in the last stream. Yeah, that's exactly why. Gateway says, okay, it's fine, I understand. Yeah. And then we just got another subscriber. And I think someone's unsubscribing and then subscribing. $9.93. Young TV says hi. What's up? I'm just doing my solves from a previous stream. Mr. Cube says, gotta go bye. See you later, Mr. Cube. Okay, I can try to make a double X cross on this solve, but it's gonna be really slow. Okay, I didn't mess up the double X cross. $15.17. Fu asks, can I do a one-handed solve? Yeah, I can, but I haven't done it in a long time. My last solve was the 12th of June. And we just got another subscriber, thank you. Young Kai says, there's so many cute profiles in this live I respect. Cool. Okay. I hope I get a Z-perm, because I learned an alg for it, I think, 2 days ago. Young TV says it was him who subscribed. Thanks a lot. I don't know that I'm COLO, so that means I'm definitely not going to get a Z-perm. 25.15. And Mr. Cube says I'm back. Welcome back, Mr. Cube. I definitely mis-scrambled this. And so far we've done 242 solves. Let's do 8 more to try to get to 250. And maybe we can try to get 850 subs before that. Oh snap. plus 2. 1693. Fu asks, do you have any pets? Yeah, I actually have 3 dogs. Young Kai says, I've been keeping since 8 and now I'm 14, so I'm pretty good at solving it. I memorized it. It's gonna go fast. I'm practicing going fast on solving the cube. Nice. Mr. Cube says, the May Long WRMV 11 is out. Yeah, I saw that. Young TV says, I can't even get sub 30. Just keep practicing. We'll get there one day. D says, one-handed was impressive, still faster than me. I'm 10 days and it takes less than 5 minutes now. First time took 8 hours. Whoa, 8 hours is a really long time. But in your first few days and 5 minutes, it's really good. Mr. Cube says, bye. See you later, Mr. Cube. $10.58. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to like it. Let's try to get to 20 likes. We're only 3 away. $9.96. And somebody just liked the stream. Thank you. Young Kai says, it's okay. My first time took 2 whole days because I never understood the second layer. Yeah, I think the second layer is where people usually stop learning. Because sometimes, if I'm solving a cube, someone's like, I can do the first layer. And like, did you never learn the second layer? And then we're like, no, it's just too hard. A bunch of subscribers today. So thanks to everyone who subscribed and who liked the stream. So, Gatesmith says, whoops. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Bye.